Was that Bobby Darren or Bobby Rydell that brought that out?
Bobby Rydell brought that, but that's my version. But he brought one out as well. But the unfortunate part about it was his came out before mine, so he's got into the charts. Mine had no chance because when mine came out about a week or so later, it had already established itself by then. Right. I believe you had a friend of mine on here last week. Was it Vince Eager?
Yeah, about a couple of weeks ago. Actually.
Well, I'll tell you, memories take me back to. I think I mentioned it before. That I had to mime. I had to sing for Cliff when his voice went.
Yeah, I remember.
In Hull. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now what happened then? He actually came off the show because his voice had gone, and they brought in Vince Eager and Cuddly Dudley.
Oh.
And they brought them two in to fill in the time. So the show they still kept up with, and the show still did business, you know. And we finished off the tour, you know. I think it was about another 3 or 4 shows to do, because we were doing all the city halls, you know, De Montfort Hall, Bristol, was it? Leicester.
Yeah.
And then there was the one in Bristol, all the different places, you know. Free Trades Hall, Manchester. Did all the big places in those days. Great times, great times.
Yeah, we had a great time when Vince was on the show.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, Vince. Because you know he spent some time in America.
15 years.
Yeah, he was also the chief entertainment manager on the cruises.
Cruise director, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, I'm going on one next year.
Are you?
Yeah, it's only about a week or so, but
you'll enjoy that.
It'll be my first one, and I'm hoping that it's going to go well. Because if it goes well, you know, then maybe I'll get a longer trip.
Do you know where you're going to?
I'd love to go to the States.
Do you know where the trip you're going on is going?
I don't know, but I'd love to go to the States, you know. I worked for the Americans' forces, you know, in Germany and in France as well. And I worked for the American officers and all that. And even in in our own country. And when I was in Germany, you got a lot of we would call them nignogs. Just come in to do their 2 years. That's what we used to call them, wasn't it? And they used to say to me when I finished, I used to do about 3 or 4 encores every night in the camps. And they used to say, man, where you from? Where you from? Whereabouts in the States you from, man? I used to say, I'm not American. I'm a British singer. Not with that voice, man. You's American. You's American. And they you know. Now, if I could do that to those people, then why the hell I never went to America, I'll never know, because one of my ambitions, well, 2 of my ambitions, was one to get a hit record, which has never happened. Never their #1. And I'm at an age now where record companies are not going to be interested, you know. It's a pity, really, because I've still got a good singing voice.
You have, William.
And the other
and I would have to say sex appeal is still there, William.
Leave off. Anyway, and the other ambition, really, was to work in North America. I've worked in South America, Argentina, Chile, Uruguay. I've worked at these places. Uruguay, not Uruguay. And, you know, I've never had the chance to go. The nearest I've been to America, I suppose you could say, was Bermuda. I worked about 200 miles away from Miami, I think, on the coast, about 200 miles out. And I suppose that's the nearest I got to working to the States. But I'd love to work out in the States, even now would, because I'm sure what I do would go well. I know it would, because judging some of the American stars, rock and roll stars that come over, I'm sure I'd tear them apart if I had a chance out there. But just can't get out there.
Our talent has always been on a par with them, no lesser nor and in some cases greater than them.
Well, you see, it
took us a long time to battle down the doors into America, and I know Cliff did it many times and failed, didn't he, himself?
But the trouble in this country, and I will say it, is that the British fans, they follow you, and they're great fans. But the only problem in this country is, if you're not on the box, forget you. If you're not on the box, if you suddenly come back on the box and you're doing a lot of shows, oh, you're making a comeback. You're not making a comeback. You ain't been anywhere. The trouble is, you've not had the chance to get on the box because people keep you off the box. The ones that are on there don't want you on because they know what you can do and they don't want to get knocked off themselves. So you're kept off the box. In the States, when you work out in the States, if you become a star and you're not a star anymore but you're still a name, they respect you out there. And they'll still put you on telly and everything.
Yeah.
That's the difference between our country and America.
But then
No disrespect to our country, but it's a different. I don't know, it's a different scene. You've got to be on the telly all the time to become somebody. It's stupid.
I feel it's all bound up in this dogmatic class system, the structure that has always existed in the UK as compared to other countries across the world. Because we've never got away from the country squire syndrome and the serfs working for
I mean,
the landlord.
I know that the pop groups, obviously, it's the same as our day in the 6 Month Special. Come first. We're not saying that, but there is so much talent.
There is
a little bit older that never gets seen anymore because I don't know whether it's because it costs too much to put variety shows on. I don't know, but for some reason there's lots of people, like, as I said, like Lonnie Donegan, great entertainers, and they don't get a look in.
No, and
because they don't want to put those shows on. Why? I don't know.
Hold audiences attention
because there's people of our age group in the 50s and upwards that are getting starved of that sort of entertainment. They're not seeing it.
No.
You know, I mean, there's too many soaps on for one thing. Miles too many. All right, soaps are okay, but not to the extremes they go now.
No, I know.
I mean, every time they bring a new programme, that's a soap. You know, and they're all trying to compete with Coronation Street. Coronation Street was the first, and it will always be the first.
I think in our house, I don't know about you ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals out there, but in our house, come 7:30 of an evening, everything stops for the Corrie. Even the kids are watching Coronation Street.
I listen, I watch it myself. I've been watching it since the Sharpshooter was in it. That's how long ago I've been watching it.
Well, I held her hand there.
Did you?
And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I was absolutely bowled over when Maxine got back with the butcher.
Yeah, that's it.
That pair together, they sparked off something as a couple of actors together on stage.
The so-called dad is not.
Oh, God.
He's stirring it up. He stirred it up with his mum.
Yes, he has.
So she's gone to meet her and she hates her. She don't even know her.
Well, Maxine,
because he's mixed it up.
Yeah, she now wants. It's all off, and she doesn't want to go ahead.
Oh, I think they get back together. I'm sure of it.
They better. I've lived to see those two get back together, because I don't know if you remember when Maxine and what's his character's name? Maxine and
oh bloody hell, you got me at it now.
It's escaped me.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't think.
The blonde-headed short guy.
Yeah, we know, the butcher.
Pounded meat.
Yeah. Oh,
who's on the house on his own?
Now what's his name?
Leanne.
Oh, it's thrown us, isn't it? We can't think of it.
Anyway,
I watch it all the time. I can't think of his name now.
The bloke she's engaged to.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. We'll get out of it that way.
Him. The bloke she's engaged to is when they were together the first time. That pair sparked as actors and as an actor and actress. That pair sparked for each other.
Oh yeah, they did.
And there was magic on screen when they bartered or bickered between each other that no other pair on that programme have got. And if they leave them alone to do that and don't mess up their characters, I think
I'll tell you the way he's going to be telling you the next episode.
Let's have some more music. We'll be back in a short while, folks.